Evening, everybody. It's 7:20, and this is your video number 933, and it is your weekly gold update and a look at futures ahead of tomorrow's opening. So, what we have the oil up 30 cents, nat gas down 3.1 cents, so not much going on there. Small moves in both the heating oil and gasoline. Gold is 1789, which is locked into this trading range. It's only got a $2 trading range, but we came down pretty hard on Friday, and I was a little bit concerned about that. Same thing with the silver, which was down substantially more. For the week, gold was down 41.20, and the silver was down 90 cents. So down 2.25% on gold, but down three and three quarters percent on the silver. As far as the stock futures, S&P shows up 13, shows Nasdaq up 40, and the Dow futures up 105. Russell is up 1070. The dollar is slightly lower, and Bitcoin is higher by 755. Ethereum is up 120, so up almost 4%, 3.5% on the Ethereum, and up only about 0.75% on Bitcoin. And bonds are basically unchanged, down one tick. The 10-year notes are up in a minor way, really nothing to write home about. What I want to mention to you, though, is something that I noticed here and is in tonight's charts with comments, a note on the oil. The oil had a very quiet, tight range last week. This is last week, this is tonight. This range is an inside week. Lower high, higher low. What's really interesting about this is the average move in oil on a daily basis this week was 1.625%, 1.67% per day on average, which is a fairly significant move in a week where we were up 43 cents, which is less than just about 0.6%. And yet, on a daily basis, we had days of up 95, down $1.16, up $1.58, and up 34 cents. So, this was pretty interesting that down 94, up 95, etc., that those are pretty substantial moves when you consider that it was such a short, quiet week on a weekly basis. As you can see, we are locked into this trading range at about 67 on the downside and about 70 on the upside. And with the exception of, the break to the downside here, we're pretty much been in the same area for 2 months. So I'm a little bit surprised there. I also want to mention that the flag that we drew is still clearly in effect. We really need a close over this 7207 to substantially confirm the move to the upside, and over 73.95 to give us a target of about $80 a barrel. Let's just go and take a quick look at the gold and the silver, since that's what this is really supposed to be all about. And again, we're basically flat right here, and we came down pretty hard. We were down 41.60 on Friday. So, pardon me, 4160 for the week. Let's go to the daily. And it looked like we were going to break out when we got here to 1810 and closed, 1836 and closed 1833. But then the next day we were down $35, and the following day we were down another $5. So also in a trading range, bordered on the bottom by about 1780 on the downside, and pretty clearly 1835 on the upside. This is also looking like a bit of a flag on the weekly. And it too needs to close above 1905 in order to send us a lot closer to breakout and new highs. The first close will have to be above this 1833, and the next one above 1905. So we'll see how that looks. All week last week, I really wanted to buy the AGQ, which is the silver leveraged ETF. Just could not pull the trigger because it just was not doing what I expected. And I'm a little bit concerned that we've made a series of lower highs and that we have this little tiny uptrend line that we're actually below right here. And that could turn out to be a little bit of a bear flag and take us down at the very least to $22 to try that area. We stopped there once, twice, three times. So, we'll need a close below 2310, 2311 in order to confirm that. And at that point, I'd be more likely to try and buy it close to 22 with a stop, maybe 2180, 2175. All right, everyone. Hope everyone had a good weekend. It was the first weekend of real football. And as far as other sports go, great women's final at the U.S. Open tennis with an 18-year-old who came in through qualifying to actually win 10 matches in a row and take home the $2.5 million. All right, everyone. I'll be back first thing in the morning for your pre-opening comment.